Hello, Jeff Camart here with another energy medicine exercise or technique for you. This energy medicine exercise is called toe tapping. So we'll get into what that looks like and what that's about. But why do toe tapping? Do you ever feel that you get busy in your head and you got a lot of thoughts going on, you got a lot of heat or a lot of energy up in your head, and therefore you're kind of not aware of what's going on in your body? This is typical. This seems very typical with North American lifestyle, where we're very busy and very thinking and very goal oriented, very pushing and very going and out there. So you can use toe tapping to bring some of that energy and that heightened energy up in your head back down into your body for a sense of grounding. So we become more grounded or more connected with Mother Earth. You can bring more energy down into the body. When you do that, you bring about more balance of energy in the body. When the energy from the head becomes more down in the body and it has more balance within the body, there you can find more creativity in your thinking. You can maybe find more aliveness or more vitality or more awakeness within the body by having that energy and awareness within the body. If you're up in your head, you might get that tendency to become anxious or worrisome. Again, if you bring the energy back down into the body with a grounding technique, as toe tapping is, you can reduce anxiety and reduce overwhelm, and again, bring about a more clear communication or clear thought or more focus within your thought. Now, if you know you have some past traumas, like anything from a surgery or an illness or an accident or something fearful or frightful or abuse, that tends to heighten the energy up into the head and hold it and sustain it and keep it up there. So if you have some of those underlying traumas, know that this technique, with time, repetition, and continuously using toe tapping, can help to bring that and reduce some of that stuff out and away. And if not, you may have to look to other modalities to help release some trauma to get the fullest effect from toe tapping. Toe tapping then also will help you to make a connection with Mother Earth and have that energy coming up and flowing from Mother Earth into you to your benefit. Also wanted to note that when you have more energy down in the body rather than up in the head, you have the potential for more muscular strength, as well as for more healing within the body when it's stuck up in your head. So we bring you more grounded. There's a potential there for more healing as well. So we get into the movement. So let's look at it really quickly, and then I'll demonstrate and talk about the minutiae, the ins and outs of it. So essentially, you can do this lying down. I might recommend you do toe tapping maybe once a day. That could be in the morning to start your day, or maybe midday to break up some of the thinking that's going on in your head, or maybe you want to use it just before going to bed to ground yourself. And maybe if you have challenges with sleep, doing it just before or in bed as you're about to go to sleep can maybe enhance the quality of your sleep for the night. So essentially, I'm lying back. I'm just going to stay sitting up to explain. But what it is, you're laying back, and the legs, then we take an internal and external rotation from your hip socket. So you can let the feet fall out and tap or bring the big toe bones, the outsides of your feet and the insides of your feet, to tap those together. Now you can kind of do that just from the ankle at the feet only, but we want that movement, like I say, to come up from the hip socket and have your femur, your upper leg muscle, being internally and externally rotated. That's going to stimulate the lymph nodes along the outside and the inside of the leg, to the benefit of pumping your lymph system as well, and moving more musculature and more of the lower body, again, to bring you more flow of energy from the bottom up into your body rather than the head. So bringing that harmony and balance. Excuse me, I do want to mention, when the toe tapping is new, you want to do it with some pace, some tempo, and some force behind that. And when it's new, tapping your toes and the bones together can feel uncomfortable when it's new. But after about a minute in, it tends to dissipate and go away. But again, just to warn you, if it's new, you might feel a little uncomfortable. When you're lying back, if you're laying right back, I would suggest, for posture's sake, to think of rolling or stepping your scapula down and under. You can hold your palms up, and the legs extend out then. And again, you would tap. Now, as far as breathing and maximizing the flow of energy through the body, you can think of your in-breath, which I would suggest comes in the nose and then out from the mouth. Think of the breath being drawn up through your feet, through your root chakra, your first chakra,
at the base near your pubic bone or your perineum under below, breathing up and in toward your heart space. And then on your out breath, maybe envision the energy flowing back around to the feet, so you're generating this circular pattern of in-breath up through toward the heart space and exhalation back down, not breathing up into the head anymore. So you can have the breath involved. So if you want to stimulate the root chakra, which tends to have more of a grounding effect in itself when you're paying attention and bringing awareness to it, you could rest some fingertips at your pubic bone, or just thinking of it or envisioning or thinking of something maybe red, which would be associated with the root chakra, or just being open. And then you'd be breathing in and out and tapping the toes. So let's do this together then. If you join me, we'll do about 40 seconds, 45 seconds worth, just to get you a feel for it. But again, then you can use it on your own. So lying back, get yourself situated, whether you want your palms up or grounding and connecting with your root chakra with fingertips at your pubic bone, and go ahead and begin toe tapping. Now if you find I'm going to quickly interrupt one more time, sorry. If you find your feet are moving around on a carpet or a softer surface, if you have a yoga mat handy or something with a bit more friction, you could have your heels resting on that to keep them more in place if you find them moving around too much. All right, here we go. Nicely grounded with the heels and toe tapping beginning. So again, breathing in through the nose. Now as you do, you can make this more personal. If you prefer your tempo slower or faster, that's fine. Or maybe you have a piece of music with a nice quick tempo that you could tap along to. That would be totally fine. Again, you can think of breathing in and the energy coming up through the legs, through the root chakra, toward the heart center and circling back and around. Or again, maybe resting the fingertips on the root chakra. The longer you do the toe tapping, the more you're going to bring and pool energy into the legs and store energy within the body rather than up in the head. So I might recommend 1 minute, but if you have the time, maybe you'd like to build it into 4 or 5 minutes, or maybe you've got a weekend and you're feeling really out of sorts and you really feel you need grounding. Maybe you want to do 10, 15, or 20 minutes. Or with a regular practice, you might find, 1 or 2 minutes a day suits me just fine. So there's your tapping. Again, the toes and the bones of the feet may become a little uncomfortable. Get that nice splaying wide and in. And we'll just do a final 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as you finish, you could hug one knee to sit up or roll over to one side. But don't be surprised to find some tingling sensations happening through the feet and some connection and some awareness there. And as you finish, you could then even consider just feeling or sensing your feet and just sensing where the energy is in your body. Is it still up in your head? Maybe you didn't do it as long as you needed. Or maybe you're actually feeling some energy down in the lower chakra centers or energy centers of the body. So again, toe tapping to bring about more groundedness, to bring the energy from the head down into the body, bringing more harmony, bringing more potential for healing, bringing more potential for clear thought and creative thought, and stimulating your lymph system with that good movement. So there you have it, another fantastic energy medicine exercise for you. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, don't forget you can always like and subscribe and follow along to stay up to date with the most current videos I've got coming out. And in the meantime, thanks for joining, thanks for taking the time to watch, and I wish you nothing but the best. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Happy tapping. Bye for now.